Yeah, Scott, Lisa, Mayor Paige Cognetti says city officials are not only working to curb the violence, but also get to the root of what's causing teens to turn to gangs. While this gang violence continues to make headlines, she says these groups are not new to Scranton.
Certainly having an uptick in these homicides, and of course the shooting of Detective Kyle Gilmartin has brought that up, but gangs are not new to northeastern Pennsylvania.
But the number of homicides this year is. In just 5 months, the city of Scranton has seen 5 homicides. That's more than the past several years combined. And behind most of these homicides is teen gang violence.
There's no one thing that has changed. We have seen, more kids that are getting to a point where they don't seem to care what the consequences are.
Consequences are hard to come by, as are juvenile detention beds. Right now, there's not a single bed across 13 counties in northeastern Pennsylvania, and nowhere to put Lackawanna-County's most violent youth offenders.
And while we don't want to over-jail our youth, of course not, especially in northeastern Pennsylvania, given the history, there are some kids, unfortunately, that probably just need to not be out in the community right now.
This issue was highlighted just last month when 17-year-old Kenneth Tapia was arrested for allegedly shooting and killing a man after a brawl at Weston Field turned deadly. Because of the lack of detention beds, there was nowhere to house the teen, and a special hearing took place to put him in the Lackawanna-County adult prison, a place that now may help long-term as officials look at transforming an unused wing of the jail into juvenile detention beds.
If it's not here, if it's somewhere else in the county, if it's somewhere in Luzerne, as long as we have more beds accessible for our police department.
But the mayor says it's not just the city's responsibility. Some of those consequences need to start at home.
It's not just law enforcement, right? This isn't just on the backs of police officers and teachers. The parents got to step up.
With summer on the horizon, the city is doing its part, starting with a place that recently became the center of violence.
We're redoing all of the Weston Field. We're putting a skate park in, we're redoing the pool. We're making these investments in all these corners of the city, and a lot of that is to show these kids that we care and show that there are things for them to do that are not a gang lifestyle.
Newswatch 16 has extensively reported on this issue of juvenile crimes and gangs over the past several months. And of course, we will continue to do just that as officials are working to get this issue under control, especially as summer just a few weeks away. Scott, Lisa.
Melissa, thank you for that report. You can find all of Melissa's in-depth reporting on teen violence and the lack of juvenile beds on our website, WNEP.com. Just search Action 16 Investigates Kids for Cash, the New Crisis.